Hey guys, this is Bird from Inside Outline and welcome back to another Cricut video. In today's video, I will be showing you basically how to use Dollar Tree markers with your Cricut machine. So let's jump right into this video. First, what you want to do is come over to Cricut Design Space. And then what I want to do is to add some text. So I will click on the text box and then type the words, "Hello, gorgeous." And then I am just going to change this font to a font that I downloaded from defont.com a while ago, and it is called Michaelis or Michaelis. Not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but this is the font right here. I got it from defont.com. So I'm just going to exit out of this. And then I am going to change the color of my text to red. And then I'm going to go to combine and then weld. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. And my color did not change, or I can't see the color change. And for this, I'm going to change my operation to pen. And instead of black, I'm actually going to change the size of this to be to the marker setting in Cricut Design Space. And then I'm going to scroll down and just choose red infusible ink. And this is what it looks like. So then what I'm going to do is to click on images, and then I am going to click on free, and then click on draw only. And then I'm going to search for a couple of files that I can draw with my Cricut machine so that you can see how well these Dollar Tree markers work with your Cricut machine. So I'm just going to scroll down to find some designs that I like. Choose this music note. I like this selfie. And then I'll choose this one, the blessed one. So then I'll click add to canvas. And I'm just going to make these a tad bit smaller. Bring them over. Okay. So for these two, I want them to be turquoise blue. But what I'm going to do is to, so they're already set to pen, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do is to just change the color. Now, although I will be using a Dollar Tree marker for this one, I'm just going to leave the marker or leave it in Design Space. I'm going to leave it set as 0.4 millimeters. So I'm going to do here is to change the color. So I'm going to look for light turquoise. And this is what that looks like. And then scrolling down for this black music note, it's already set to pen, and I'm just going to leave the color as midnight, and then I'm going to leave that size of the pen. I'm just going to click here so you can see what the options are again. So these are all the different options that you can choose. I'm going to leave it as the fine point because it actually is a Cricut pen, and it is a fine point pen that is 0.4 millimeters. Okay, so everything looks good here. I think I'm going to make this just a tad bit smaller. What I'll do now is to click on make it. And I'm just going to move this around a little bit, move things around. And that looks good. So I'll click continue. And my computer is going to connect to my Cricut machine. Then I'm going to show you, or now what I'm going to do is to show you the supplies that I'll be using. But before I do that, I'm going to click on medium cardstock. So now I'm going to jump over and show you the supplies I'll be using for this video. So these are the materials I'll be using for this video. As you can see, I have some Recollections cardstock. This is a 65-pound cardstock, and there are 50 sheets included. And I got this cardstock from Michael's, but you can use any cardstock that you want. And these are the markers that I got from Dollar Tree. So as you can see, there are 20 different markers in the pack. I have taken out 2 of the markers that I'll be using for this video. And this is what the markers look like. I will have a link down in the description box below. So this is just how you open the markers. And I'm going to show you the difference in the tips of the markers. So this is an actual Cricut pen, and it is 0.4 millimeters, as you can see here, and it is a black marker. Okay, and I'm going to show you what the tip of it looks like. And this again is one of these Dollar Tree markers. Going to take the top off, and you can see that's what the tip looks like. I'm going to put them side by side so you can see what they both look like. Come in a little bit closer, and this is what they look like. So what I'm going to do is to put my sheet of cardstock onto my mat and begin writing with these two different pens. So this is what the finished result looks like. For the turquoise and the black, I used the 0.4 millimeters, and you notice that my turquoise design did not finish like writing, and I think it's because I didn't stick the marker in the in clamp A deep enough. So on the left side, it was able to write just a little bit, but not on the right side of the design. But as you can see, my red marker worked perfectly. And in my Cricut, I had the red color set to marker, which is 1 millimeter. So you can see the difference in the thickness, obviously, with the blue up here. It still is a little bit thinner. And even though like these two markers are the same, they're the same size, the tip of the markers are the same, this one's still a little bit lighter, and then this one is just a little bit heavier. And then this is what the Cricut Pen did, and then it's 0.4 millimeters. I went back and I pressed that blue marker deeper into clamp A on my Cricut machine. Be sure to do this if you are using any Dollar Tree pens or any pens that are not Cricut pens. Make sure that you press those deep down within your Cricut machine, just so that the pen can write as it should onto your cardstock or material. So I went back, and you can see whenever I press the marker down a little bit deeper into clamp A on my Cricut machine, it was able to write, with that marker. So I'm just going to peel this off. And this is the front side where I initially tried writing with that turquoise marker, and my marker was not deep enough down in clamp A. So on the reverse side, I just flipped over the paper, pushed down the marker a little bit deeper in clamp A, and this is what it looks like. So be sure that your marker is pressed all the way down into clamp A on your Cricut machine. So overall, I think that these Dollar Tree markers are really, really good for writing with your Cricut machine, especially if you're not in a position to get the Cricut pens. I do think that this is a great alternative. And as you can see, this pack comes with a variety of colors. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.